Hi, my name is Traci Prince, and Pastor Jeremy asked me to share a little bit of my testimony. So I grew up in a broken home, and I knew about God, but I didn't really know God. And my parents, it was just very dysfunctional. I was raised in addiction and just a lot of chaos. And at 14 years old, I became pregnant, and I had my first son, Jonathan. By 16, I had 2 children and had gotten myself in a kind of rocky relationship. And I didn't really know how to be a mother. By the time I was 22 or so, I had gotten pregnant again. And over the next few years, I had 2 more kids. So I had 5. And in 2009, I lost my children to the state. And that's when my addiction really started spiraling out of control. And I ran from anything that remotely would bring me to God. I had people come into my life and invite me to churches and whatnot, and I ran from Him. In 2013 or 2012, I went to prison for the first time. And I attended some church services in there, but again, I didn't really understand what having a relationship with God was. I went to prison again in 2015, and all this time I had been searching for something that would fill this void that I had had in my life, and I was searching for it in the wrong places. I was searching with men, I was searching with drugs, money, just whatever was going to make me feel good right then. And it wasn't until February of 2019, I was in the Arkansas Department of Corrections, and I decided I wanted to try something different. So I got into a program called the PAL program, and I remember sitting there one day and reading in my Bible, and for the first time in my whole entire life, I understood a parable. Like, it was as if Jesus was speaking to me 100%, and it was like one of the coolest feelings that I've ever had in my life. And I ended up thriving in that program. I became a team leader. I really got into the Word. I really began to pray more and just talk to God. And that feeling that before that the men and the drugs and stuff was giving me, I was getting it from God. And I wish I could say everything stayed perfect after that. It didn't. I was released from prison, and I did good for a little while. I stayed plugged in and I stayed connected. But then a guy came into my life, and I went running the opposite way because that guy was giving me that feel good that I wanted. And I went back out into the world for a few months, and it put the fear of God in me. It scared me in a way that I can't even really, I just know the spiritual warfare is real. And I went running back to God, and I put myself into treatment. I've been sober since January the 14th, 2020. I have gotten my relationship back with my family. I moved up to Gaylord about 2 months ago from Arkansas with my brother and my sister-in-law. Joel 2:25, it says that God's going to restore the years the locusts have taken from you, and He's doing that with my family. My dad and I have a really good relationship right now. 2 of my children I have communication with. I get pictures of 2 of my younger children, and that's a lot for me. I attend Bible study here at Passion Church twice a week, and I attend Sunday church service. And I pray, I spend time with God, and I still fall short, but I know now that Jesus is the only way that I'm gonna make it in this world. And I'm an eternal grateful believer in Him and what He can do for me. And I know that He's the only way that I'm going to continue to thrive, is just by seeking God and just wanting a closer relationship with Him. And I'm just really thankful for where I'm at in my life, and that God brought me back from the pits of hell. And if you're out there and you're lost and you don't know Him, just try it. That's all I did, and it's worked for me.